it's Kina Knisley. This is Real Talk About Real Estate. And today I have April Richey from Wichita, Kansas with us. Thanks for hanging out with me today. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Wow. So how's Wichita? First of all, where is Wichita, Kansas for those of us that don't, drive across the United States all the time? Oh,
Totally. So yeah, Wichita, Kansas is pretty much the direct center of the United States of America mainland. So exclude Hawaii there, but mainland, like right in the middle. We are right in the heartland. We are like a lot of people are familiar with the Kansas City Chiefs and Kansas City.
yeah. Taylor
Wichita
Swift
is
team.
right. Yeah.
I didn't know it.
We're about 2 hours south of Kansas City. So we're about 2 hours south of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay. So you can
Yep.
still drive up there to try to see her. I don't know if
Oh
she'll
yeah,
go to the
totally.
game again since they were so mean to her last time.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
I know. It's rude. But
So rude.
so
Yeah.
what's your average price point in
Yeah.
Wichita?
So Wichita, Kansas, a lot of what we see, like we have a lot of single family homes. We are like a metro. So a lot of people, when they think of Kansas, they think of the rolling hills and a lot of agricultural land, which we do have. But Wichita, like in order to really get those hobby farms of like 1 to 5 acres or 10 acres, you've got to get about 30 minutes outside Wichita. If you're wanting like 30 to 80 acres, you have to get even like an hour outside of Wichita. So just kind of heads up. So our price point ranges like with those things in mind. Our average is around 275. You can get a 3 bed, 2 bath, kind of home, a ranch style home for around 275.
How many square
Some of
feet
those,
is that for 275,000? Is it
it's
itty bitty
crazy.
or
No. So right now, like what our market's kind of doing right now, which, we're June, July of 2025. Um, those properties that are like 225 and under are flying off the market. I mean, they are just it's going very quickly. If it's in good condition, then it's gonna sell pretty
yeah, because
quickly.
that's a screaming good deal for a house.
I mean, I'm sure for you, it's like that's crazy.
You're not touching
Um,
anything for
yeah,
275. Maybe
right.
a leasehold condo, meaning you buy the unit but not the land.
Yeah.
Oh,
We because of that too, we do see a lot of investor activity. Like Wichita in and of itself has a lot of local investors, a very strong local investor group. So, you do see a lot of flips and holds, investment properties, rentals, like in that price point range kind of as well. The more you kind of creep up, like really right now in the 3 to 450 range, that's where our month of inventory is closer to about 2.6 to 3 months on market.
oh, wow.
Um, they're sitting a little bit longer. You have a little bit more negotiability in those ranges. Um, Funny enough, if it's like over 600, if it is a unique property, if it is like move-in ready, if it's well taken care of, if it's in a good location, desirable location, they're flying off the market too. So we kind of have this like middle realm, which is that kind of 3 to 450, where things are sitting a little bit more, a little bit longer days on market.
Ours is a
But
million and above. We're sitting on
is
like
it million? Okay.
anything
Yeah.
800 and below, it usually goes pretty quickly. But you get up to that $1 million mark, and then it is a little trickier to sell.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. But a lot of the people we see in Wichita, we have a lot of Air Force. We have McConnell Air Force Base nearby. So we do see a lot of military, a lot of people, in and out. We also were known as like the air capital of the world, because we do have a lot of companies like Boeing, Textron, Cessna, Beechcraft, Airbus. So a lot of like engineering industry here too.
Wow.
So
So
yeah.
now, so for the investors, they can buy and BRRRR, so where they buy, rehab,
Mhm.
rent and refinance and still
Yeah.
cash flow.
Yeah, yeah. So there's been a change, during like the 2019, 2020, and 2021 markets. A lot of investors were just picking things up, even if it was market value, because they plan on just holding it, with the intent of property increases and rental increases and such over time. So it was just like it was just getting the property to be able to hold it in good locations with the idea of long-term ownership. So it wasn't necessarily can we get something at an extremely great value, right? But it was we're getting it now because we can, and we're expecting that, properties will continue to increase in value. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily try to give the idea, or try not to, I guess, that it's an area where you're going to be able to get, a 50,000 or $80,000 home and then immediately do things and be able to get that value out of it. Those things do come up. Yes. I'm sure they do. But mostly a lot of those lower end properties, as far as like price wise, here you can't find anything under 100 for the most part, even if you're like an investor. And we have all different types of investors. Like we do have some that are looking for some of those properties that they can rehab, and either hold or flip and sell or BRRRR, like you said. But there's also people that are like they're looking at kind of those higher end properties. And I mean, for us, it's not going to be your over a million,
Yeah.
they're looking for location, school districts, and different stuff like that they know they'll be able to keep up. Yeah.
So, wow. So what is there fun to do in Wichita?
Yeah. So some of the things that I love to do. So we're actually kind of an incubator for restaurants. So we kind of get a lot of the tester market. So we've got tons of stuff. And we kind of have a Lebanese history as far as founding. So
Oh,
some of the
wow.
best Lebanese food. Yeah, super exciting. So eating, I mean, 100% eating in Wichita.
I love
It's
to eat.
like, yes, all different sorts of things. Um, let's see. I mean, as far as activities go, we have a lot of, I mean, theater. They actually have a really great theater here, Music Theater of Wichita. They bring people in, from Broadway and different stuff, that perform like throughout the entire summer as part of the theater program. We have a few colleges here. So, I mean, if you're into sports, we do have like ice hockey, which is crazy in the middle of,
Yeah.
Wichita, Kansas. There's like no ice. Another thing about Wichita, which is not necessarily something to like an activity, but something you would experience, is you pretty much can get all four seasons in one day. So you could go from, yeah, it could go from like raining and downpour to like 100 degrees to like, it might be like you get a freezing overnight, so we get everything. One
Wow.
of the, yeah, one of
Never
the
hit
coolest
80
things.
degrees, 90.
I know, yours is great.
So it looks like this every day. So
I know I should have like all of my sites behind me. Yeah. But yeah, Wichita being like in the middle of the US, we do have an international airport. So I will say one of the things I love is that you can travel many places really easily. So like my family, there's four of us, I have two kiddos, boy and a girl. Like we just love to travel together. So, you can drive to lots of places nearby, but you also can just like hop on a flight and, go to the East Coast. We have not been to Hawaii yet.
well, you need to
Um,
come and then we can
I
have
do.
Mai Tais and Locomoco and hang out.
I will definitely get the tips because we have a goal to get to the kids to all 50 states before they
Oh,
graduate high school.
well,
So
we need to. Yes,
we
it is
do.
beautiful. We were going to stay 2 years and now we're going on 13. I don't know if
Wow.
I do love it. I'm home. The people, the weather, not, I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot to do, but I'm working all the time. So
Right.
like everybody takes
My
me to the
brother,
beach every day. No, I drive by the beach every day, but as from showing to
yeah.
showing, like, oh, no,
Yeah.
but
My
yeah.
brother was stationed in Hawaii for a while,
Oh,
but while he was stationed here, he was Army and just recently retired. But Yeah, we did not make it out while he was stationed there.
Yeah.
Then
So we have all
next was,
five bases. Yeah, we have all
yeah,
five. And I do love my VA fires. And I'm excited that you have military too. So
we do.
no
Yep.
Wichita, I have military. I just found out I talked to somebody in Memphis, they have the Navy. It was
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, that's the
In
piece I
Memphis.
know. So
Yeah,
yeah, I guess it's the most inland naval port in the
I
world.
did not know that.
So I thought that was interesting. So you can send your Navy people to Mississippi and you can send Air Force people to Wichita, Kansas.
You can.
Yeah.
We have actually, we also have one of the largest cybersecurity groups too. So it's Air Force, but it's also, yeah, the group is, so it brings a lot of military
Yeah.
for all different things. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And if you have anybody who wants to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in Wichita, Kansas, reach out. We can totally get connected. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.